welcome back to CozyAnimeCookie, aka Girl Alicia. So the last time we were on this story, we found out an interesting hobby of our roommate, and now we heard a big old thud sound outside of our door. So let's go ahead and dive into the story and find out what's happening. Oh goodness. What the? A loud sound coming from somewhere within the apartment suddenly pulls you out of your deep slumber. Does something fall? Or even worse, someone? An image of Suman dragging a new corpse into the apartment suddenly pops into your head. But what if something happened? You spend a couple of minutes sleepily contemplating if you'd rather this sound be a corpse about to be devoured by your landlord or the very same landlord collapsing on the floor. Whatever. If it's a corpse, I'll just pretend it's hyper realistic cake. Yeah, cake. Don't go out there. As you step into the hallway, you quickly realize you weren't worried for no reason. Your housemate is on the floor, looking as if he had collapsed a few minutes prior, and you guess that's what's probably happened too. You waste no time and quickly walk up to him. Hey. Hello? Hey! Ugh, no need to yell. Oh, finally. Good morning, USA. What happened? You okay? I wanted to shower, but I'm too tired and hungry. Now that he mentions it, you do realize that the man in front of you smells badly, awfully. You might even say abhorrently. Your thesaurus session of listing synonyms for the word bad gets interrupted by Suman lightly groaning as he attempts to stand up. Geez, what time even is it? Definitely past 12 a.m. at this point. And he just came from work. As just another wage slave, you can't help but feel bad for him. I felt like a whistle there. Sure, he might be living in this nice apartment, and you would lie if you said you didn't feel a twinge of jealousy. But what even is the point of having it if you just come here to sleep? Hmm. You know, this game, it mirrors way too much of what's real life now in this year of 2025. I'm dating this video, so we're aware of what is happening in the year of 2025. Ay, oh my goodness. This newfound sense of camaraderie fills you with enough sympathy to want to help the man in front of you. No! All right, come on, I'll give you a hand. Huh? You know, a hand. Just don't bite it, okay? I know you're hungry and all, but I am not food. I remember that. That is just so unsettling on so many levels that you had to remind him that you're not food. Why are you like, I understand why you're staying there, but are these the circumstances that we now as people have to put up with? Okay, you stretch your hand towards Kalasuni as he dumbfoundedly looks back at you. Finally, he grabs it with his and heavily gets up. Heavily, yeah, gets up. There we go. Okay, you go shower now, and I'll make something for you in the meantime. What? Are you sure? Yes, I am. For once. But you seriously better go before you stink up the place or I change my mind. Alright, okay. Before you can say anything else, Sumin clings to the wall for support as he walks away, vanishing into the bathroom. Well, that's that. Time to cook now, I suppose. For a second, you wonder if you should put Sumin's Queen of the Kitchen apron on, but quickly decide against it. That thing has probably seen more blood than than your blood vessels have in your entire lifetime. That's not funny. This is so disturbing. You immediately start checking the drawers and cupboards and search for ingredients. You and Sumi haven't really divided the kitchen space, but since you don't have a lot of things anyways, you took the liberty of picking an empty one and stored most of your things in there. As you go through the cupboards, you quickly realize that apart from condiments and instant ramen, there's nothing of nutritional value. In fact, most cupboards designated for food are just filled to the brim with nothing but cup ramen. What the? You already felt bad for him before that, but now you feel really bad. You feel so bad, in fact, that you check your own cupboard to see if you could mix anything with your stuff instead. Unfortunately, it happens to be the day when you ran out of almost everything, and besides a sad handful of oatmeal staring back at you from the bottom of a jar, there's nothing you could turn into a suitable meal. Defeated, you return to the cup ramen hoard raining on the shelves. Cup ramen it is, I guess. You pick a random pork flavored package and start cooking. Yeah, these images of this pot. I'm really trying to like. I'm trying. The art style is so cute and I love it, but the story, it's the story. I kind of want some cup ramen myself now. All done, I suppose. You try to squeeze out a smile as a sign of pride in your work, but no amount of grinning can make this sad excuse for a meal any better. All of a sudden, an idea pops into your head. An idea that's so foreign to your morals that you wonder if you started something insane cooking that cup ramen. I mean, he's a cannibal, so what if you made some human meat for him to go together with ramen? What? No, you're encouraging this. You don't even have to look in the freezer to know that he has containers full of human meat down there. Oh my gosh. If anything, you're grateful that he at least doesn't store it in the fridge. In fact, he doesn't store anything in the fridge at all. His side is always empty and yours just has some occasional milk and eggs here and there. Don't tell me he just been surviving off instant ramen and human meat. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you put those two together. Well, it's not really time to contemplate about Sumin's dietary choices at the moment. He will probably be out of the shower soon. You have to decide. This is save moment time. I gotta say. What the heck? To human meat or to not? That is the question? Oh my gosh. If I cook the human meat, I'm now then an accomplice. Oh my gosh. Why did they make this a decision? Oh my goodness. Girl, make a decision. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna cook it. Okay, I'm cooking. Well, he is a cannibal. It would only be natural to cook some human meat for him, right? You swallow as you open the freezer, cold air pouring out of it as if it's some sort of evil premonition. It's just chicken or pork or fish. You try to convince yourself that what you will be cooking is anything but human meat as you reach for one of the freezer compartments. When you finally find enough courage to open it, it surprisingly turns out to be nearly empty. There's just one lonely container lying at the bottom. Honestly, it's not anything like you expect it to be. No gouged out eyes, no jars with human teeth, nothing grotesque, just one small container. For some reason, just the sight of it calms you down enough for you to simply pick the little plastic box up and shut the freezer without a second thought. I can't believe I should not have chose to do this. This is morally wrong. This is so wrong. You then absentmindedly take out a pan and start the typical process of frying meat. Heat the pan up, pour some oil. By the time you are supposed to put meat on the pan, you've relaxed enough that you can easily do it. Thankfully, Suming has already pre-cut it into thin slices, leaving you with the easy part of the job. After a couple of minutes of spacing out in front of the stove, a familiar smell brings you back to reality. Oh my gosh. Pork. It smells just like pork. Did you really manage to convince yourself that it's pork after all? This person has a name, had a family. Oh gosh, what in the... Hey. What is he wearing? Why is he wearing the most oddest shirts ever? Yes, I am pregnant. No, you can't touch my belly. What the heck? What is this t-shirt? Hold up the t-shirt. I'm thinking the same thing. Like, what the heck? Suing Min? Yes. Are you pregnant? No. Have you ever been pregnant? No. Have you ever impregnated? No, I haven't. What's with these questions? Never mind. Anyways, something smells really good. Yes. I couldn't find anything, so I made some cup ramen, and I'm frying some human meat. Sumin raises his eyebrows for a second before he takes a step towards you. He gets so close that you can practically feel his breath on your face. So close, in fact, that you catch a whiff of artificial peach wafting from his pale skin. Ooh. Instinctively, you take a step back. Is he not happy? You're burning it. Oh wait, you're right. Can you fetch my glasses from the bathroom, please? I'll take over the cooking. Yes, sure. Appreciate it. This is not... You quickly make your way to the hallway. In a way, it almost feels like a dream. Or a nightmare? Regardless, you're just happy that you're not the one frying in that pan. Sighing, you step into the bathroom. Searching time. Alright, so let's... What? Oh, that's mine. Tooth? My toothbrush. That's my multivitamin. That's probably his. This is mine. Okay, another tooth. Very strange that he has teeth. There's a picture here. Very disturbing. Oh, this is glasses. But I'm curious about this picture. This looks like a heart. I think it is a heart. Yeah, this is a heart. Give me chills. Okay. Okay. How did she not see this before? That is strange. Okay, well. Why is there a heart? When you successfully get Min's glasses in return to... Oh, gosh darn it. You hand Min's the glasses, his cold, bony fingers brushing against yours as he takes them. Thank you. The man gratefully nods and you, a bit hesitantly, grab a stool and sit on the opposite side of him. Huh. You assume that Sumin will start talking first, but unsurprisingly, he continues eating, completely ignoring your presence. Seems like you'll have to be the one to start the conversation. Yep, this is gonna be a safe moment. The art style is really pretty though. Besides, yeah, the art style is really nice. I'm reading through the choices here. Why do you eat people? Why did you collapse earlier? Obviously he's tired, so that's why he collapsed. Hey, Sunmin. Why do you need a housemate? He's not preserving you so he can eat you later, is he? Money. Oh. It's getting expensive to live in general, and I'm still paying off my mortgage for the apartment. And that room you're in was empty and not getting any usage anyways. Seems that even cannibals have human worries like this, huh? Well, I mean, he is still human. You spend the next few moments in silence as Sumin finishes his food and you absorb in your own little world, stare out of the window at the city, drowning the darkness. The whole situation almost seems funny to you. Just a few weeks ago, you had nowhere to go and had to look for a place to spend the night at every single day. But now you're here, sitting in this clean, cozy kitchen, with the cannibal eating human meat by your side. Oh gosh, human meat that you have prepared for him. Nevertheless, you can't help but admit that you much rather prefer this bloodthirsty cannibal's company to your homeless life. What a cursed world we live in, huh? Hey, Violet. Huh? Thanks for the meal. Yes, of course. You know, it's been a long time since someone made me a meal. Instead of making a meal out of them. Okay, see, comments like that, you can't say those things. You cannot say those things to me. How do I respond back to that? Exactly. Is that his attempt at humor? I can't remember the last time that I had living company over. Please stop talking. Being a cog in the capitalist machine does that to you, though. It kills your social life. Sometimes I think that the dead enjoy my company more than the living do. Stop talking, please. Violet, get up and go to sleep. Go to sleep. What I'm trying to say is that you say thank you for spending time with me. Oh gosh. Well, I will probably head to bed after doing the dishes. While there's still time to sleep. You should probably do the same though. Sorry for waking you up. How did you... You already have that puffy morning face. Oh. Okay, well at least he's honest. But he is also right. He almost started falling back to sleep while sitting with him there. And you rather upkeep your sleeping schedule if you want to get a second job. That wasn't an insult, by the way. It's kind of cute, actually. Don't tell me this is a dating simulation game where I fall in love with a cannibal. I did not read the summary of this game. I saw it, thought it was a cool Halloween game, and did not realize this is on creepy boyfriend level. Coined that from Nina. Check out her YouTube. She's very funny. Did his stomach just rumble? Should probably get out of here before he asks for seconds. Well, I'll leave you to it then. Good night, Sumin. Good night, Violet. Sweet dreams. Lock your door, girl. With that, you go back to your room and quickly find yourself falling asleep in the warm embrace of your bed. Mm-mm. The next day, you can't help but mentally go back to your encounter with Sun Ming. You feel that he is this is on creepy boyfriend level. Why are we falling in love with a cannibal, a murderer, a serial killer? Why are we doing this? Should we dive into this should I dig myself into this hole? I'm gonna dig myself into this hole. I'm going to I find that he is charming. Here we go. Okay, here we go. You can't lie. There's something about him. Something that strangely attracts you. No. Stop it. Come on, get it together. Something that strangely attracts you, despite him being a cannibal and a murderer. That fact almost makes you feel ashamed. You don't let it fully get to you, though, as your gratitude for the housing opportunity is far bigger than your sense of shame. The previous night only ignited your morbid attraction towards him even more, too. How did I know this was going to go in this direction? You wonder why. You spend the whole day thinking about it and don't notice how quickly it passes. In the end, you go to bed completely exhausted after another day of hard work. How did we get to this point, you guys? Oh, another thud. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and do a hard stop here. This is becoming interesting, you guys. I think she's coming into attraction with. I hope I'm saying his name. Sumin. Soon. I think it's Korean, and I can't pronounce it correctly. I'm so sorry if I butcher his name up, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a hard stop here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, evening, or whenever you see this video. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, bye.